Hi everyone, today I am going to be showing you this little book, the little book of More Calm Colouring, David Sinden and Victoria Kay. Now it's a really mini book. I've got a Posca pen here, you can see. It is just about that size. It's quite small, which is rather nice, which means it's quick to do. And I have finished it, so I thought I would show you what I've been doing. On some of the pages I've been able to write down what pencils I've used and things like that, and on others I haven't. And I've done an awful lot actually this month on it, and partly because I've had a bit of a cold and so I wasn't feeling like colouring lots of more complex pictures. And also I tend to use it if I'm watching TV and things like that. It's quite a nice one to fit on your lap. So let's make a start. So here the first picture is actually from the cover look, but I didn't colour it like the cover. I just had a little go. And there are lovely quotes in the book as well to go alongside each picture, which I think are rather nice as well. I do like the sort of calm quotes and that sort of self-helpy type thing vibe I really enjoy, so it's been a lovely book to have a go with. And as you can see, some of them I've used more of a limited colour palette, which I think can work quite nicely with a little image like this. And then some of them a bit more. That one to me looks like I used a colour cube card. I have the later ones, I've got the cards here to show you what I've done with them, but for the earlier ones I don't really have a good record of what I was doing, so we just have to go with it. I know this one was more, I just chose colours that I thought fitted these flowers. I did a little frame that's done in pen. This one I was a little unsure of what to do. I think again I used a colour cube card for this, I think, but I just used a couple of colours really. Just went over the whole thing with this sort of greeny blue and then used some grey to put in some shadows. And this one again, I'm pretty sure that was a colour cube card. I wouldn't normally choose to use black, you see. It's not a colour that I would naturally pick for this sort of picture, at least. I certainly use it for an eyeball or a claw or something like that, or even a night sky. Now this one has been done in pen. It's looks like fine liners that were nearly running out from what I can see, and I've tried to do each shape using the same colour. A cute little cat. That looks like it's done with my Seascape set of Castle Arts, or maybe the Monet set actually. Could be the Monet set. I've given those away now. Something went a bit wrong here. Anyway, yeah, I gave the Monet set away to my niece because she was looking for some art equipment, and because the Monet set is just a subset of the 120 set that I have, I didn't really need to have it all. And it's nice to have them as backups, but this is a Castle Art set as well. I think, yeah, not sure which one that is. But yeah, nice to have them as backups, but it was also nice to pass them on to her to help her out really. As sailing boats. Never know what colour to do sails because I always think they're white. So I just sort of made it up. This is an interesting colour. I don't know what I did. I can't think. I think they might be metallic pencils. They're not shiny though. I don't know. Oh, the turtles. I like colouring turtles. It's quite done very simply though. This one I really like. This is one of my favourites, just in all the blues. I think they just work really nicely on this particular design. It's quite a cute picture, isn't it, with the different leaves and blossoms. Quite spring-like actually. Really nice. And then we have houses. So I've just gone for brick. I think I was a little bit daunted. I wasn't sure what to do, and I kept that white as if it was cloud. So I wasn't really sure what to do for that. And here we have just some flowers. And quite a strange pattern, a little bit tricky to know what to do with that. Just kept it really simple. Now this one I know was done with a colour cube card. Again, I would never use that combination of colours with a grey and a light sort of beige. But as I say, I'm not sure which one. I'll tell you about colour cube cards in a minute if you don't know what they are, because I've got them here for the ones that I've noted down. So this one is probably my favourite. I really liked colouring this. It was so much fun. And lots of colour in this one. I like that design as well a lot. Now this one, we're on to me knowing what pencils I've used. I just scribbled it on the top there. So this is the Shapiro Faber pencils. And this I used Artex pencils. I find Artex quite useful for when I was watching TV because I haven't got a big set. These are Faber-Castell Classic pencils, and they are some of the metallic ones. The grey and the blue and the purple, as you can see. And again, the same Faber-Castell Classic. Another cute spring-like one. And same pencils again. See, quite often sitting on the sofa, can't be bothered to keep getting up and down getting pencils, especially if you're watching a TV show. Just keep using the same ones. This was Chromaflow, I think. And I can see what a terrible job I've done. The yellow is just so many white gaps in the yellow. I find yellow such a difficult colour to use. And this one also says Chromaflow. Again, there's loads of white gaps because when I'm sitting by the TV, the lights are really poor. There's loads of glitter all over this. I don't know why. The lights are really poor, so it's really hard to see what you're doing. And again, Chromaflow, very messy. I find this book, the paper is quite loads of glitter on this one as well. But it's not been put on the page. I just don't know where it's come from. Because the paper is quite shiny, it's not always very easy to get a nice even colour. Chromaflow again. And Chromaflow again. But as I say, this for me, a glitter again. Here's a glitter. That's where it's come from, these glitter pens. I did actually did a video reviewing these glitter pens and coloured some of this on video. Right, Black Widows. I just didn't know how to colour that. And again, Black Widows. I kept them all the same. It's just easier to keep to the same colour all the time. It's really messy. But as I say, this is my sort of, and Black Widows again. It's just my relaxation book. It's not about making it neat and tidy. It's just for me. And I'm showing you it because I finished it. And, you know, I think it's nice to show you that, you know, books can be finished and you don't have to, doesn't have to be perfect. It's just for me, you know. So this is a set of metallic pencils. The brand is Alex. I don't think they make them anymore. My aunt brought them over as a gift from America quite a while ago. And I used them again on this page, I think. And then these are Brute Funa metallics. I was sitting in front of the TV and I had my metallics and pencil case, so I was just using all my different metallics. This one was quite cute. I like these little designs. And then this one was Staedtler metallic. So as I say, I was just doing a couple with each brand. And that one was so fiddly with all those circles that I wanted to leave white. Really fiddly. And then a Shaw and Marsh metallic pencils. Shaw and Marsh are, is it Hobbycraft's own brand or the range? I can't remember. I think it might be Hobbycraft. And them again. And the Castle Arts metallic. It's really simple. Really, really simple. And again, Castle Arts metallic is not quite so simple. And then I used colour cube cards. So polychromos for this one, and here is the colour cube card. So these are Sarah Renee Clark's colour cubes. You can buy them as in a digital format, which is cheaper, or in the card format, which is easier for me to demonstrate to you. So you can see I've tried to match the colours as best I can. So this is the light grey, and then this one, then the darker brown. Oh, I'm not sure, that's that brown, I think, dark brown, the sort of burgundy colour, and the black, and then just use those colours together in that particular picture like that. There you are. So you see, it's not an exact match, but you know, it makes it easier. I was in the mood when I did the end of this book. I just couldn't think of colours. I didn't want the effort of deciding what colour to do them, because the pictures are so random. It's really quite difficult to decide what colour to use. So I let the cards do it for me. So we've got a black, that looks brown, but on the back it says it's black in the middle, and then the silver there, and then all the other colours and stripes. It's really messy. Polychromos again. I found the pencils quite hard on this paper, as I said before. So this one, you can see this sort of orangey colour. I chose, I think I chose Indian red, and it's not really, I should have chosen like a terracotta or something really, but it doesn't matter too much. You know, I don't get too worried about having an exact match of colour. Here's the next one. What's this one? So there was white here, so rather than trying to colour white, I just left some white, you know. And then this one we had here. So 2 shades of blue and a green, a yellow. Didn't do the grey colour at all. The first colour, it's apparently white smoke. I just didn't do that. The background's white, so it doesn't really need it, and bits of black in there as well. Again, we're still using polychromos at this point. What I tend to do with the Colour Cube card is I tend to look at the colours and think about what pencil sets I can match in best to those colours. Again, polychromos, the matches aren't, you know, we don't really have an apricot. I just used a yellow, and it's really scruffy again, but you know, had fun. This one I didn't, oh I did, no, that's wrong. It says 241. I definitely didn't use that one, so I've gone wrong somewhere here. This one I remember. I looked at this picture and thought, actually this needs to just be my own choice of colours, because I want to do the right colours. So I didn't use a Colour Cube card, so my numbering has got itself wrong. Actually, this 241 was used for a completely different project, not this book. So 242 was used for this one. Again, it's really scruffy. I didn't use the really, oh I did, the dark colour is like an indigo in the middle, and we've got our purple and lighter colours. I don't think I used all of them or everywhere, because I didn't have enough space. That's that. I just put the other card back in my pile, or else I'm going to get really confused. There we go. This one was quite interesting. I had this colour. So I did the background of each heart in my very light colour, and you can't really see it, and then use different colours in each one. So I just used, say, this colour in this one, for example. So I did it that way. This one was very random. I just grabbed this card, and we did our black, then our purple, then our blood orange, then our 2 shades of blue. I went wrong here. But you know, it doesn't matter, does it? This one was quite the challenge. I was like, how am I going to do that? But actually, I thought I'd just do the bluey greens as the sky, and I think it's okay. The balloons are a bit samey, aren't they? But it was a challenge. I enjoyed it. This one that, oh, let me find the card. There we go. So we had lots of quite dark, you know, burgundy. So I used like an Indian red and things like that. I did a grey background, but you can't see it. I can't see it. This one was just a cop out. I was like, what do I do with that picture? I didn't know how to do it, so I just started colouring it in pink, and I liked the pink, and I just stuck with the pink. And then I was like, I've got to use those other colours somewhere, so I did it on the edge. Yeah, not my best work. This one I enjoyed though. Little bird. Here are the colours. So I used a lighter green for these feathers compared to these, and the tail. Looks like I missed a few out by mistake. There's a bit there which hasn't been coloured as well. So I did the light grey in the background, and then, you know, use the yellow for the centres and things like that. And then this one, I just decided to use all the colours on all the flowers. So I just coloured, you know, tried to keep them so there weren't any of the same colours next to each other, and just coloured them in. And then the that was done with Black Widows, by the way. That was Castle Arts, 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 and that was Castle, and that was Castle. Sorry. And the last one is a bit of a mess. It was all the blues like that. I was getting really tired. So there we go. I don't think blues are quite the right colour for that, but I thought maybe it's a big pile of blue rugs. Could be, couldn't it? It says it's fields in the quote, but we'll pretend it's blue rugs. So that is that book. So it's just a cute, easy to colour book. You don't have to use your colour cube cards. You can do whatever you like. It's just a great handbag at the, you know, if you're on the train, or, you know, waiting for an appointment or visiting someone or whatever. It's a really useful little one to do, and you don't need a big range of colours, so you can take a really small tin of 12 pencils or whatever it is you've got, a little pencil case with a few bits in, and you can just, you know, have a go. It's a good one for a holiday, that sort of thing. So so yeah, there is that. So the colour cube cards are available on Sarah Rennie Clark's website only. There is postage to pay if you buy, and they're very heavy, but if she's got distribution centres in some countries which make it a little bit cheaper, and you can buy a digital version which is very much cheaper, and you get it right away. So, and you get a few add-ons as well with that, I think. You can do a bundle or something, which are quite useful. So it's worth having a little look, and I'll put a link in the description. I'm not an affiliate or anything like that, but I'll also put a link to this book. There are a few in the series. You can see the little book of more calm colouring, so there's a calm colouring one as well. So there's a few if you're interested in those. You know, because they're single-sided as well, you could use pens as well as pencils if that's your thing, you know, and not worry too much about it going through. I would always put something behind the page just in case. But there we go. So I hope that was interesting. As I say, it was a little book that I just really did for me. I was given it as a gift to do for me rather than, you know, for videos and things like that. And I have thoroughly enjoyed just relaxing, doing it without any pressure, without having to make it look pretty or anything like that, and it has been really good. So thank you so much for watching. Yeah, I hope that you have a really super day, and happy colouring.